Anthony Slater here with Erik Horne. We're inside the AT&T Center after a wild Game 2. Frantic finish, nuts. As always, our Thunder videos are brought to you by J. Marshall Square, Oklahoma City's only big house apartment community. Erik, I kind of mentioned it, 98-97, the Thunder get, the biggest win of the season, obviously. Take this back to Oklahoma City even. Closed pretty good down the stretch. They get a big Waiters 3. They get, 2 clutch Westbrook free throws, a big Durant jumper, but then they almost melted away. Explain the last sequence.
Melt away is an understatement of understatements. I mean, Dion Waiters getting ready to inbound the ball with, 13.5 left. He's got Manu Ginobili draped all over him on the inbound play. And basically, he throws a forearm or an elbow out at Manu Ginobili, which doesn't get called. There's no timeouts for the Thunder, and he's got to get the ball in. But that forearm creates the space he needs to get the ball in, and then it's a loose ball in the middle of the court, and people are scrambling.
Yeah, I was going to say, it creates the space for him to get it in, but that might not have been a good thing for the Thunder because it gives the Spurs an advantage because he throws it away, Durant fumbles it away, and then the Spurs have a 3-on-1, down 1 in the last second, and really, honestly, I think if you freeze frame it right there, that's what the Spurs want over the offensive foul being called. They want that 3-on-1 going at Steven Adams. The thing that saved the Thunder is that Steven Adams was the one. He guards about 4 people on one play. Eventually gets out on Patty Mills, contests an air ball 3, then it goes into a little mosh pit. There's a lot of grabbing, but time expires, and the Thunder go back to Oklahoma City shockingly at 1-1.
It's a crazy game, and we talked about it before that they could win by 1 and a win's a win, and I think that's the way that they're going to view this game. I mean, they came in here, they played well for a majority of the game, even though LaMarcus Aldridge roasted him again. He had 41 points tonight, but they played him pretty well in stretches. Andre Roberson did a great job on Kawhi Leonard. Dion Waiters closed out well, and for them to come in here and beat the Spurs only for the second time they lost all season on this court, that's a big thing going back to Oklahoma City. Yeah,
no doubt. Russell Westbrook, fantastic tonight. Kind of gets undertold. Durant hit a big jumper, although he looked a little lost early. But he like I said, he hit a big shot. And then Steven Adams, I thought, was player of the game. I mentioned the last sequence, but he also has 12 points, 2 just ridiculous dunks, 17 huge rebounds. Best game of his young career.
Yeah, agreed. Steven Adams was outstanding. I mean, even though he had some defensive troubles again against Aldridge, he came up when the time was right for them. Big rebounds, big on that last play where he guarded about 3 different guys and was running all over the court, really showing his athleticism. And credit to Dion Waiters. He started this series kind of poorly in the first game, and he came back and hit a big 3 on the probably the best ball movement possession for the Thunder all game.
Yeah, and almost had the nightmare finish, but it doesn't get called. And like I said, they go back 1-1. Game 3, there's a long wait. Game 3 is Friday night in Oklahoma City. But in the meantime, check out Billy Donovan, Durant, Westbrook, and some others post-game talk.
Check out OKCThunder.com. Kevin, just kind of the madness of the final 50 seconds or so. You hit the big shot, and then craziness ensues. Just what are your emotions as you guys pull off this win?
I'm not telling you. It's an up and down game. All game is a grind out. And I don't really know what happened that last minute. I just know that we were able to come out on top. We both teams played extremely hard. That's the type of basketball you want to see around this time of year. So, gotta go back to the drawing board, see how we can be better. I know they're gonna come out with a lot of energy and desperation Game 3, so we gotta match it.
Barry Trammell with the Oklahoman. Russell, it looked like the pace was much more your Viking tonight. From the start, you were attacking, pushing the ball. How much did that help you guys get off to the good start and sustain you throughout the game?
It was a big part. I think when we get stops, that's when we're dangerous. We got stops to start the game, and when we get stops, we're able to get out in transition and not take the ball out every play like we did last game. So it was a good advantage for us to start.
Dean Blevins, News 9 Sports. Katie, talk about the play where late in the game you got a big bucket from Dion that you kind of had to, I assume, trust the system, and he came through when you needed it.
Yeah, we just made the right play. I think all night we was able to, we get to the paint, we kick out, make the extra pass. We talked about that, and he was able to hit a huge shot. We trusted him, and Serge made a great pass to him as well. So big shot by Dion.
Anthony Slater with Oklahoman. You had 17 rebounds from Steven Adams tonight and some interior defense. From a 22-year-old in this environment, just how big is that?
We don't really look at age here. He's once you play games, once you entrust in the situations, it's about just going out there and doing it no matter how old you are. But when you play, get drafted by a veteran team, we expect you to grow up quick, and he's done a great job of that. But tonight, he was there for us all night. He was rebounding the basketball, playing tough interior defense. We want him to continue to do that. He was locked in from the beginning.
David Garrett, 107.7 The Franchise. Kevin, there are some players that haven't been in the situation of the blowout that are new to the team or haven't been in that situation before. You have. What did you communicate to those players like Dion or maybe even Steven Adams, others, to get them through to this point tonight?
Nothing. I didn't say anything to them. Like I've been saying, it's basketball at the end of the day. We know what the series is all about. So I couldn't, I know I'm the leader, but I can't go up to them every second we get together and say, look, man, we lost by 30 last game. Let's be locked in next game. They know that. So, I didn't want to go out there and overdo it. I didn't say anything. We responded well.
Barry. Yeah, Kevin, you guys were much more physical, it looked like. What did it seem like to you in terms of physicality, and how did that affect the game tonight?
I just thought we did a good job from the beginning of just making it tough. Their first basket didn't go in, and that was a step in the right direction for us after what happened last game. So just try to make every basket tough. They're a great team, man. Great team. They're going to score. So they're going to make runs, especially at home. So we just stayed together no matter what.
A lot's been made about the last play. It looked like Dion Waiters pushed Manu with his elbow. I don't know if y'all had time to, look at that. You've been in the locker room, but have you ever been a part of a crazy sequence like that?
Honestly, I haven't seen the play, but it's playoffs, man. A lot of different plays, a lot of calls, a lot of long calls. Throughout the game, a lot of people always like to say it comes down to the last play, but I thought we played great prior to the last play. Put ourselves in position to win a basketball game, and that's what we did.
Tim Modest on the Washington Post. To both of you guys, you've had some issues in the fourth quarter this season. At any point in that last minute, whether that foul and the three-point shot, or even in the aftermath of that last play, was there any thought that it's like a here we go again situation? And just beyond that, how does it feel to close out a game like this and finish it off?
We never say here we go again, because honestly we don't think that we gave away leads in the fourth quarter as many times as you may think. So we came out and competed at a high level. We've been doing all season long, made plays, made shots, and came out with doing.
Dean Blevins, News 9. Guys, can you talk about, you lose by that big number, and now you win by just 1 point, but you got what you came here to get, a split, and now you have it where you want it. I guess mission accomplished?
Yeah, it was a good win, man. Good win.
Good win. We move on.
Anybody else?
Russell, you came out
Last
guns
one.
blazing from the first second of the game. Was tonight's pace the type of pace that you want in this series moving forward?
Definitely. It's better for our team. We have an opportunity to get the ball up the floor, especially off misses, and we got to use our youth, our athleticism.
Our guys, we respond and they play hard and they compete, and I thought we got a really good effort by everybody. I think everybody contributed in different ways. I thought Aldridge obviously had a great game, but again, I thought we made it really, really hard on him. He made some very difficult shots and got some points late from the three-point line. But overall, I felt like we did some really good things coming down the stretch execution-wise. I really thought that Russell and Kevin trusted the pass and generated some open shots for some other guys, which I thought was really helpful. And then obviously, we were fortunate to close out the game the way we did. We had a chance, but found the three-point shooter there. And then being out of the timeout and having a hard time inbound the ball, we got fortunate, and it's obviously a hard place to win, and there's a reason they have the record they do here at home. So I think any way you can find a way to come in and compete the way we did, we were fortunate to win, but it's only one game.
Dean Blevins, News 9. Can you try to explain what happened there at the end, and if there was a bad call, or if the officials said anything to you?
On which one?
On the inbound and the no call.
On Kevin, you mean?
On waiters. Did you give any explanation?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Well, the play of the game, at the end of the game when waiters passed it inbounds, did you have any clarification from the officials if they made anything about the call?
I'm not sure what call you're talking about. We inbounded the ball and they stole it.
Yeah, there was a question about whether waiters.
Oh, I didn't hear anything about that at all. I apologize. I didn't hear anything about that at all. So I'm not. I have no idea. I haven't seen the clip. Obviously, I thought the ball got thrown. Kevin lost his footing and fell down. I don't know if he got fouled on the play or not. Obviously, it was a scramble there at the end, and we were able to come up with this ball. But I don't know. I don't know that part of it. I apologize because I wasn't really quite sure what you're talking about.
Barry Trammell with the Oklahoman, Billy Aldridge, they went to about an ISO in the second quarter, and he hurt you. They didn't go to that much in the second half. Did you do something to try to take away the ISO, or did they just go away from it?
Yeah, I don't know. They're going to throw different things. I think what ended up happening was, he had it going there a little bit. But listen, I think anytime you're getting into those situations, it's Aldridge is such a good isolation player, and they obviously have got terrific guys that have been in their system for a long period of time. So there's always that balance that I think Pop's probably striking, and he's really striking it well. I mean, he knows his team better than anybody, and he's gonna go to certain matchups and certain situations that he feels are best. He obviously scored the ball extremely well. But I thought coming back down the stretch there in the third and fourth, not as much to your point, starting the second half, there was a lot more movement. But I thought they came back to the isolation and started posting him. He actually, his ISOs got them really very, very close, chipped into our lead.
Anthony Slater with the Oklahoma, 17 rebounds for Steven Adams tonight. And what you get from him is specifically late on the help defense on that Parker drive.
Well, again, there's a turnover in the middle of the floor, and we're scrambling at that point. We didn't have a timeout. I thought Dion, and again, I don't know what happened, but I thought Dion made a great play. I mean, I thought it was a ball that Kevin maybe could have come down with. But we scrambled back and we hustled. Dion, we obviously got the ball, stripped and was on the floor, and it was kind of a scrum down there, and the clock ran out. But we were fortunate because I think the pass to Mills, was probably a little bit too deep, where he couldn't get a shot up and was forced to throw the ball back out, and we kind of scrambled, and we had a chance. Listen, I think there's some things we can learn, because the bottom line was this: we're in a great situation. They shoot a three, we don't rebound the ball, okay? And then Aldridge knocks down a three at the top of the key. All right, and then we come back and we knock down 2 free throws. We're up by 4, and then we foul a 3-point shooter. So there's some things I think that we can learn from and get better from in this game. But obviously give them credit because they had to make some plays to get themselves in that position. And rebound and staying down, because I don't think Aldridge's 3 would have went in on one on Serge just because he was trying to draw a foul. If we could have stayed down that one.
How about what you specifically got from Steven Adams tonight?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought Steven was great. He had some great roles. I thought he put pressure at the basket. He played very, very well. I thought our front court played well. I thought Ennis gave us good minutes, as did Serge. I thought everybody, on our team, contributed. Steven was
any coach comment on the last play, the last series there, the sequence?
What exactly would you like me to comment on?
Did you think there should have been a whistle?
Something certainly happened on the sideline, I thought.
Barry Trammell with the Oklahoma, Greg, Thunder came out clearly different than they did the other day, sort of what you talked about. What was the difference in the way they played, especially early?
Well, I thought it was more the way we played. I mean, they were in attack mode, which one would expect, but I thought that our organization offensively was really poor, and it fueled their transition offense. That was the main problem.
LA finished with 41 points tonight. What did you think of his effort?
I think I'd have to say it was good.
They went with Roberson tonight on Kawhi most of the game. How did that affect what Leonard did and what you guys were trying to do, either positively or negatively?
Yeah, that's nothing of significance. Our disorganization offensively, I thought, was the most important part of what we did. It ended up in a lot of poor shots, and the best part is I thought we lost the game 3 times tonight and got back in it. So give our guys credit for hanging in there on a night when they weren't very sharp, but individually we have to play smarter. I don't think we played very smart tonight in a lot of situations.
Pomp, did the play where LaMarcus ends up getting the 3 free throws, was that designed as one of the options?
Yeah, he was one of the options. we didn't know that he could foul and shoot 3 free throws, but that's where he was supposed to be.
Will it mean right here? Will it mean anything to you when the league comes out tomorrow and tells you they blew that offensive foul call on Manu?
No, it won't mean anything if they do that. Game's over.
Dre, what did you think of the work that you and Dion were able to do on Kawhi Leonard tonight? After last night, he had a strong shooting night in Game 1, but tonight he only had 14 points.
Oh, you know, first things first, we just wanted to come out and make him feel us. You know, be aggressive and be assertive. We feel like he got, you know, a lot of easy things last game, and you know, just kind of make an adjustment and, you know, be more aggressive and physical this game. So I think we did a great job doing that tonight.
You came out at about 6'11", and then Dion kind of closed the game. I mean, did you have any doubts that he could keep up with Kawhi? He did a really good job.
Oh yeah, I got all the confidence in the world. Dion, you know, go out there and you know, hold him down and you know, limiting his touches and make it tough for him. And he did a great job down the stretch. You know, both ends of the floor, and you know, we won the game.
What's going through your mind in the last 11 seconds or whatever it was?
Please don't make this shot. Oh, to be honest with you, I seen Pat Mills get open. You know, Steve did a great job of closing out to him, and you know, Slater with the, you know, down there scrapping for the rebound, and then you know, time expired. So I think we did a you know, overall good job. You know, it was tough to get the ball in balance. You know, with no timeouts, they did a great job of denying everything, and you know, ball bounced in our favor tonight.
Was that as fast as Steven has run his life? He got back there quick.
I would say so. Yeah. I mean, I took my hat off to him getting out there and closing out to him.
Not talk about the inbounds pass. It looked like.
To Kevin? You said talk about it?
No, there's a lot of talk about the inbound pass. We're talking about the foul on Manu at the end.
Oh yeah. I mean, I haven't really got a chance to look at it yet, but I heard, you know.
Showed great resiliency, and we just came out and actually tried.
How about you? So many rebounds, you get a double-double. You were more aggressive at the rim. What changed in your game tonight that you liked?
We guys just got lucky. They just ended up bouncing my way. Offensively, they were just overplaying it. Got the pass and tried to finish it.
Just luck on the dunks too, then?
Yeah, those are lucky. Those are quite painful, actually. Did more damage to my hands. So.
Can you talk about what you saw in the final play?
Yeah, we were just trying to inbound it and then turned it over, and then from there it's just scramble, mate. Yeah, I just tried to do the best I could. The team did scrambling and contested three, and ended up missing. We got lucky.
Steven, what changed on communication in this game?
I think it was still the same. It was just we were just more aware of their plays and more locked in. And, it was still incredibly loud. They couldn't really hear us. It's really hard to communicate. But everyone was just anticipating it rather than reacting to the Spurs. So that's what really helped us out tonight. Steven, what did you think of the job that Andre and Dion were able to do to come out on Kawhi tonight to kind of make things tough for him? Oh, brilliant. They do a great job all the time, man. They have one of the hardest jobs. Had one of the hardest jobs tonight, which is, they did a hell of a job. Honestly, making them take tough shots and all that, keeping them left.
Did you think you're going to be